Hey guys, it's Claire, one half of the Ormwoods, and today's video is about slugs and some solutions that you can use to protect your vegetables from slug damage, especially if you're trying to garden like we are, which is organically. You may know if you've been watching some of our other videos that last year, we grew a lot of food, but we lost a lot of food because we didn't really understand how to deal with the pests. And so it just really got out of hand. So one of our priorities this year for our backyard vegetable organic garden is we got to get on top of the pest and we got to up our pest game. So in my last video, I actually showed you a slug that I had found on lettuce, and I told you that I was going to use the Diametrious Earth, which is something we regularly do. In fact, every week we do a drone shot, and in the drone shot, in the video, you can see that part of the garden is just covered in Diametrious Earth. But 6 hours later, I went back out and there was a broccoli leaf that was covered in nine slugs, one leaf. And that's the most I've ever seen. And it really just kind of upped my urgency. This is a problem. And I guess I was thinking because it's still kind of cold outside, I'm not there yet with pests, but this is an issue. The slug issue, the struggle is real, folks. So I jokingly made a comment on this Facebook group that I really, really like. I'm a member of a lot of different Facebook gardening groups. This one I think is great. I think the people are really cool and the information is so helpful. It's a private group, but if you're interested, it's called Backyard Vegetable Gardening Support Group. And you can try to find them and see if you can get into the group. And so I made a jokey post I'm getting obsessed with killing these slugs. And then I got a lot of comments and I thought, well, this would be a cool video because if I'm dealing with it, other people are dealing with it. And maybe you can learn from this too. So let me kind of go through some of the comments that we got for slugs. Beer. Apparently beer is the thing, all right? And it can be cheap beer, doesn't have to be expensive beer, but put bowls or cups of beer in your garden. I guess the slugs are attracted to the smell and then they go and drown themselves in it. And the good news with the beer is maybe you can save yourself one for a slug killing celebration. Does that sound morbid? I don't know. Sorry. It sounded funny in my mind, and then it sounded kind of weird when I was saying it. But anyways, so beer. And a lot of people talked about using salt, sprinkling salt around the plants, that working. Somebody talked about bare copper wire around the plant would work, or putting rows of pennies. I thought that was kind of cool because if you have pennies laying around, that'd be a great way to put them to use. Some people talked about sawdust or wood chips or wood pellets, and that's really interesting for me because if you watched last week's video, we had 4 trees cut down and then we chose to keep all of their mulch so that those trees could give back to our property in a different way. So I have got access to a lot of wood chips right now. And so I could go easily put that out there. Eggshells, if you have crushed eggshells, if your family eats eggs, you could take those eggshells and crush them up and put them on the ground. A lot of people mentioned that. And then there were a few product recommendations, and these aren't products that I've used, but I want to share them with you just because there was, so much positive feedback. One is called Garden Safe Slug and Snail Bait, and I'll write this down in the description below. Garden Safe Slug and Snail Bait, and you can buy that at any of the big box stores, but a lot of people commented on that. And then there was another product called Sluggo. And Sluggo is apparently pet and kid friendly, although someone did mention, and I thought this was important to note, that Sluggo can kill earthworms. And we want earthworms in our garden. So I think that might really be something to take into account if you're going to use the Sluggo. If you have tips that you have used to get a slug problem under control, I would love to hear them. So please leave us a comment. And if you use any of these tips and they work, I would love to hear that as well, because we use Diametrious Earth regularly and that has not helped. Or if it has helped, I don't want to know how bad this problem is. We do neem oil every single week. And that I would think would be helping, but again, it's a problem. And we also even use a fabric cover. I will say our fabric cover does not have a structure. We're just using landscape pins to pin it down. And when we have a storm and we have wind, a lot of times pockets that aren't totally pinned down pull up. So I'm not sure that our shade cover is as effective as it could be. Our fabric cover, excuse me, is as effective as it could be because we don't have it really tightly sealed. So that's something that I think we need to work on, building some form of structure so that we can really tightly seal that. Because my understanding is if we can get rid of the slugs and we can then get rid of the eggs, we'll be okay. But even if we get rid of the slugs, if we don't handle the eggs, then we're going to have, the next generation. So with the Diametrious Earth, with the Neem Oil, and with a cover that's sort of properly attached, we're having this kind of problem. So I'm going to try some of these, if not all of these, and see how they work, because we're trying to grow food for a family of 4 this year, and I have a lot of cabbage and I have a lot of broccoli in the ground, like a lot. And I really want to protect these plants. I really want to be able to harvest them and enjoy them and accomplish our goals this year much, much better than we did last year when we tried this. So thanks for watching. And please, if you like this video, give us a like, give us a heart in the comments part. Subscribe to our channel. It's free to do. It takes about 1 second. I've got a link down in the description that you can click real quickly. It really helps YouTube get our content into other people like us who would be interested in this too. So that's really cool. Plus, you'll always know when we've got new content up if you hit the notification button. But we post videos every Sunday and every Thursday. On Sundays, we do our garden tours throughout the growing season. And on Thursdays, we do a video like this that's behind the scenes. And it might cover anything from something my husband is building, or the music that we're working on as the folk rock duo, the Ormwoods, or tips and life hacks and recipes and that type of thing from me. So sort of the whole gamut is explored in the behind the scenes videos. But anyways, I hope this was helpful. I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for growing with us. Bye.